Our next inductee is Ray Peterson.
Thank you. It is truly an honor to stand before you as an inductee into the South Dakota Hall of Fame. And it is especially rewarding to have been selected with the other 9 distinguished individuals who make up the class of 2018. My thanks goes out to the Board of Directors, to Jim and Artis Johnson, Dave and Rena Reynolds, Jan Johnson, Brigadier General Myrna Williamson, and to my friends and colleagues here tonight, and to those whose kind letters of support helped pave the way to this wonderful celebration. As a teacher, an artist, and as Mr. South Dakota, I have always loved a good challenge, and for it has motivated me to try that much harder. I love the satisfaction and the sense of pride that follows when a challenge ends with success. And now, as I look back on my career, I can honestly say that challenge has pretty much been the way of life for me. It certainly proved true as an undergraduate student majoring in extracurricular activities at General Beadle State College, go Trojans, wanting to do all that and everything while keeping a close eye on that ever-evasive 4.0. And challenge followed me into the military, working side by side with officers of rank, making monumental decisions as a transportation movement specialist at Army headquarters in Long Binh, Vietnam. And an archaic 1912 donor auditorium was just one of the many reoccurring challenges facing me during my 40-year career as a designer, technical director, musical director, and director of theater at South Dakota State University. Go Jacks! Challenges, yes, but with the treasured memories that will last a lifetime. And I could write a book about the pageant, oh my, and what stories I could tell. Oh, the stories, yes. And if I were to write that book, the Miss South Dakota pageant deserves its own chapter, and each year, because none, however, could match the number of challenges we faced back in 1985, when a fire at Case Auditorium in Hot Springs, just days before we were to go into rehearsal, took hold, and we were forced to find another place. The only place available, if you can believe it or not, was an old cattle roping arena attached to the back end of the Red Eye Saloon. A space that was filled with empty beer cans, old pinball machines, boxes and junk in every shape and size, and a dirt floor, lack of electricity, and stench of beer would be the perfect place for the Miss South Dakota pageant. Well, I told you earlier, I love to challenge, And this one certainly looked and smelled like a big one, and it was. But I tell you what, there were those that said we couldn't do it. We did it. You bet we did. And in the end, it was really fun because we made something pretty much out of nothing. And would you know that the theme that year was something special? Stepping out with class. Yes. And in the end, it was a hometown girl, Amy DeHeer, who captured the crown. And she's with us tonight. Amy, would you stand up for recognition? She's our one and only Red Eye Saloon Miss South Dakota. And with the other Miss South Dakotas are here, join her in standing for recognition as well. Thank you for being with me. I appreciate it so much. In closing, I would like to just share a quote that I received upon graduation from then General Beadle, at General Beadle exactly 50 years ago. The quote was in a handwritten note from, surprisingly, my biology teacher. And it's one that has served me well through my career. And I quote, "Live life creatively and put the artistry within you to good work, for it is sharing it with others that makes a life worth living." End quote. Then she adds, "Keep those precious talents glowing always." I would just ask that this handwritten quote that has been and continues to be my motto in life be yours as well. For may we, just as champions for excellence, each and every one of us, live our lives creatively, each sharing in personal gifts that we have for and benefit the others, and for a much better South Dakota. Thank you all. It's been a joy.